the death and resurrection of Jesus. Hey everyone, today we're diving into a topic that's both fascinating and deeply significant: the death and resurrection of Jesus. This event is pivotal for Christianity, shaping beliefs, cultures, and even history as we know it. So let's chat about what happened and why it all matters, and I promise to keep it engaging and relatable. To understand the big events surrounding Jesus' death and resurrection, we need to set the stage a bit. Picture Judea around 2,000 years ago. It's a mix of bustling towns, Roman rule, and a deep-rooted Jewish culture. Jesus emerges as a remarkable figure during this time, performing miracles, giving profound teachings, and gathering quite the following. But not everyone was thrilled. Many religious leaders were worried about his influence and started looking for ways to stop him. I mean, can you imagine how intense that drama must have been? The events leading to the crucifixion. Now, let's talk about the moments that led up to the crucifixion, which are just packed with emotion and intrigue. It all kicks off at what's called the Last Supper, where Jesus shares a final meal with his closest friends, the disciples. During this gathering, he introduces the idea of the Eucharist, symbolizing his body and blood. But here's the twist. One of the disciples, Judas, ends up betraying him. From there, Jesus heads to the Garden of Gethsemane to pray. Picture him there, feeling the weight of what's coming. His disciples, on the other hand, are dozing off. This is where he gets arrested by soldiers after being betrayed with a kiss by Judas. The trials that follow are intense, with Jesus facing the Sanhedrin, essentially the Jewish council, and then being taken to Roman authorities. And throughout this ordeal, Peter, one of his best pals, denies knowing him. Can you say awkward? The crucifixion. Fast forward to the crucifixion itself. Jesus is taken to a place called Golgotha, which means the place of the skull. Sounds ominous, right? He's nailed to a cross, and it's a brutal, slow process. But it's important to note, this isn't just about the physical pain. For Christians, this moment represents an incredible act of love and sacrifice. Jesus' death is seen as an atonement for humanity's sins, fulfilling ancient prophecies that many had talked about for centuries. When Jesus finally breathes his last, some pretty wild things happen. The death of Jesus. The skies darken, the ground trembles, and the temple veil, which separated the holy from the ordinary, tears in two. People witnessing this are left in awe and shock, including a Roman centurion who declares, "Truly, this was the Son of God." Imagine being there. The atmosphere must have been electric with confusion and grief. The resurrection. But wait, the story doesn't end there. 3 days after his death, we hit the point that really changes everything: the resurrection. Some women, including Mary Magdalene, head to the tomb only to find it empty. Initially, they freak out, as you might expect. But then, an angel appears and tells them the earth-shattering news: Jesus is risen. Over the next few weeks, he shows up in various places, hanging out with his disciples, even having breakfast on the beach. It's such a powerful moment for them, solidifying their faith and driving home that he's not just a guy; they believe he's the Son of God. This becomes the foundation of Christian belief moving forward. Why is all of this so impactful? Well, for believers, the resurrection embodies hope and the promise of eternal life. Jesus' rise from the dead signifies that death isn't the end. It opens the door to a new beginning. Implications of the resurrection. Plus, this event acts as the cornerstone of Christianity. Think about it. It sparked the growth of a movement that changed the world and inspired countless individuals over generations. So, to wrap it all up, the death and resurrection of Jesus isn't just a story from long ago. It's a narrative filled with love, sacrifice, and hope that continues to resonate today. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do these events mean to you? Feel free to drop your comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the chat, and don't forget to subscribe for more insightful discussions. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.